I mentioned in my 1974 MUFON paper that from 1973 through February 18, 1974, 118 creature-related incidents were recorded. Many of those cases are discussed in the book. While much of the creature activity was reported in southwestern Pennsylvania, various other locations were also reporting activity. The counties with the most creature activity were Westmoreland, Fayette, and Indiana, all of which border the Chestnut Ridge. The Chestnut Ridge area continues to be an active area for ongoing Bigfoot reports and other phenomena. That's from Part 10, some final thoughts in Silent Invasion, the Pennsylvania UFO Bigfoot Casebook by Stan Gordon, a longtime researcher, native of Pennsylvania, who has researched UFOs, Bigfoot, and is an expert on the Kecksburg incident from the 1960s. I'm going to have him as my guest on my Blog Talk Radio show, blogtalkradio.com/The Stench of Truth, same name, different kind of program over there. Stan Gordon this Friday, April 15th, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Join us for discussion on UFOs, Bigfoot, and the Kecksburg anomaly. You know, welcome to another edition of The Stench of Truth here on YouTube. I put a video up yesterday which has garnered a lot of response. And people have asked me to elaborate upon this, and I will do so. I am probably going to make some more people mad with what I have to say. But I'm here to speak my mind. And in case anybody, like one commenter made the observation, in case anybody else is inclined to do so, I'm not here to be your fucking hero. Okay? So don't say, I'm not doing anything, I'm not a fucking hero, because I know I'm not a fucking hero. I'm not your hero. I don't want you to think I'm your fucking hero. As much as I'd like to save the whole fucking planet from the bullshit that's going on, I know I can't. I can't even get stupid-headed morons to agree that the policies that they hold are fucking retarded, let alone get actual action taken on real fucking substantial issues. So I'm going to try to lay this out a little bit more for you so you can try to understand it. For all of you who do understand what I'm getting at and do get the message that I'm trying to get across, this message is not for you. This is for all the other people who continue to operate in that paradigm. Because these people still have heroes, whether they want to admit it or not. Because they believe something that was written in a fucking book by somebody that said something that they now think operates in a vacuum apart from everything else, and that is the most important fucking thing in the fucking world. And that's where all the fucking answers lie. Just like I told you before, there is nobody who's going to save the fucking day. You elect Ron Paul in 2012, I'll be back here on YouTube in 2013 calling him the fucking piece of shit that he's going to turn out to be. Because even if he enacts everything that he wants with his austerity, Austrian school bullshit, we're going to either have massive currency manipulation, huge fucking inflation, we're going to have a federal government that is powerless to do anything against multinational corporations ravaging this fucking country and raping the fucking people here. And yet there are people who still think he's the fucking magical hero. And the same goes for all these alternative media types. And that includes me! Do not include me as a fucking hero! Do not look up to me! Don't look up to me any more than you look up to anybody else. If you want to listen to me, fine. If you want to listen to somebody else, that's fine. If you get something from them. But I, God damn it, do not have any fucking respect for anybody who is going to sit there and try to justify having this fearmonger fucking bullshit right next to a fucking ad to buy emergency fucking food, preying on people's frailties. Fuck that. So, here's some further comments to try to make you understand where I come from, okay? First of all, There's the hero worship, okay? I got a lot of comments from Christians. People would identify themselves as Christians, okay? So I'm going to tackle the whole Christian angle here right now. And that goes for every issue of faith. I have no problem with faith. I don't care what you have faith in and what you believe in. Whether it's God, Jesus, Buddha, Allah, I don't care. If you have faith, that's great. If it works for you, that's great. If it brings you closer together to a community that can build and grow and whatever, that's wonderful. I love it. I hate fucking religion because religion is fucking control. So, don't make the mistake of thinking that I'm condemning you for your faith. I condemn people for falling into the control trap of fucking religion. Get out of the fucking religions and practice your faith. Now, that brings me to the Christians. Now, if you think that somehow we need to do something about the terrible state of this country, and you're a supposed Christian, and I'm sure Paul motherfucking Ryan would put himself in that category. Don't ask him. I'm sure he'd be proud to say I'm a fucking Christian. And you know what? He might actually fucking believe it. But you know what? That's a huge fucking dichotomy in your mind, motherfucker. Because if you're going to say you're a fucking Christian and you actually believe that the budget plan he has is good and you want to see it enacted, then you are a fucking hypocrite. Just like he is. I want someone to explain to me how, when it never has worked ever in the history of the fucking planet, that austerity and deficit reduction programs somehow make the economy fucking grow and increase revenues. It doesn't work. It never has. So if you think that someone somewhere wrote an economics book that exists in a fucking vacuum that says this works, look at fucking Weimar Germany for your example. There is huge fucking austerity over there. And what did it lead to? Nazism, fascism, and corporatism. What do you think we have now, motherfuckers? I hate fucking hypocrisy. You know what? If you think cutting something is so fucking important and you call yourself a Christian, why aren't you out every fucking day protesting the mass murder and butchery of the wars that are completely unfounded and have nothing to do with the self-defense of this fucking country? That is a worthy fucking cause to cut the budget to the military-industrial complex of death and murder. And I see none of you even bringing up the fucking issue except in token fucking ways. So don't talk to me about the importance of cutting something and call yourself a fucking Christian when you'd just be happy to see all of the people on welfare kicked off the fucking rolls and left to fucking die on the side of the fucking road. And you kill your fucking senior citizens because you destroy Medicare and Medicaid and make sure they can't afford the coverage they need. And at the same time, you support a war-making, warmonger fucking machine in this country. So, don't come spouting to me about your Christianity when you support this bullshit and you are not out every fucking day. Because I ask you this, what would fucking Jesus do, huh? I don't mean to demean your Savior, but I'm mad. And I swear when I'm fucking mad. What would he do? What did he do in the fucking temple when he saw injustice, banking fraud? He overturned the fucking tables. What is that? That's physical fucking action. He did not recognize the authorities in that time. So, if you're going to listen to the fucking Bible and the bullshit that Paul tries to put in your fucking mind that the government is appointed by God, well, obviously, that is not the fucking case, is it? Because Jesus did not recognize the authorities of that time. Who are you going to fucking listen to? Jesus or the asshole Paul? Tell me that fucking dichotomy, motherfucker. So, you're not a Christian, you say. You're a libertarian, and you want less government. Well, motherfucker, what are you going to do when there's no fucking national government of any fucking substance that can stand up against a fucking multinational conglomerate? And all of them keep getting bigger. How are you going to stand up against a company who pays its fucking CEO the exact same amount as the gross domestic product of some fucking countries? And if you're a liber-fucking-tarian and you're into this free trade bullshit, look at the fucking history of so-called free trade and the so-called free market. I've never heard a more pathetic fucking phrase in my entire fucking life, because there is no such thing. And what do you want more of? You want more of no fucking regulation, so that the corporate marauders and rapers can continue to fucking rape and maraud. And Walmart is so fucking big, not because they're successful in an example of free fucking market, motherfucker. They are so successful because they have crushed and eliminated their competition. So much for the free fucking market. And if you want to talk about cutting anything as a libertarian, you should be against fucking wars. You should be against fucking imperialism and are going into adventurism in other fucking countries. I want to see all you motherfuckers out there arguing to end the fucking wars and cut the fucking military budget before you even open your mouth about fucking social programs, motherfuckers. And as far as any of you Tea Party conservative types, I'm sure there are a lot of you who think you're a Christian, but you're not living any kind of fucking Christian life, because you would be out protesting the fucking wars and saying, God damn it, I'm not going to have a single person in this country suffer anything for medicine or for fucking medical care until you cut that fucking shit of murder overseas with the fucking war machine in this country. And the Democrats are no fucking better. They let the Republicans frame the debate because they're all in the same fucking boat, assholes. So you gotta get out of the two-party fucking system of bullshit and corporatism. They frame the debate. You have the Republicans who say, we want to cut this much, and the Democrats say, oh, we want to cut less, we want to make it less. No, assholes! You make it the real fucking issue. If you want to cut the deficit, which is stupid because it doesn't fucking work, and next year it's going to be even fucking worse, because that's what history teaches us. You frame the fucking debate with where the fucking cuts are going to come from, you motherfucking assholes. So you have the idea of saying, we want to end the fucking wars of military aggression and murder, and cut the defense budget. Oh, then maybe you can meet somewhere in the middle where human fucking beings dwell. And if you're approaching it from an agnostic or atheistic point of view with no faith and you have no political beliefs and you still think this is a good fucking idea, well, let me ask you this. Is a human better than a fucking rock? Because a rock, at least, is a natural construction. So you might argue that they're both basically the same physical things. Well, how about a corporation, which is a completely made-up fucking fantasy? So why should a corporation have any better benefits than a living fucking human being, or a rock for that fucking matter? So I want you to justify for me how you can support the idea of austerity programs that cut vital services for people in this country. Living, breathing, flesh and blood fucking people. Wow, you have these same austerity ghouls, vampires, and cutthroat assholes who will give an additional 10% tax break to the richest people and lower the corporate tax rate, which the corporations don't even fucking pay now, down another 10%. And this somehow is going to increase revenue and lower the fucking deficit. Well, I guess it will in fucking fantasy land. And that's the same thing for you Christians. What else did Jesus say? To whom much is given, much is expected. And what did he do whenever he gave in the parable, he gave the talents to his servants? Do you think Jesus, if he comes back next week, is going to pat you on your fucking back because you sat back and waited for Jesus to come and save you and make everything better? You think he's going to pat you on the back because you didn't get up and protest against the murder and war of the death machine of this country and every other fucking military conglomerate in this fucking world? You weren't out there every day overturning the fucking money changers of the fraudulent fucking banking system. You think he's going to pat you on the back and say, well done? Don't even try to justify it. And to whom much is given, much is fucking expected. That means, in case you don't understand, that means if you have more, you got to give more. Do you think that might correspond to the motherfucking rich who have hoarded all the wealth in this fucking country should be required to pay their fucking share? You want to unsubscribe? Unfucking subscribe. I don't give a shit. Don't come around here with your fucking hypocrisy anymore. I do not censor comments, so you can put whatever you want in my comment section. I don't censor or delete anything. Say whatever the fuck you want. But you know what? If you're going to be a hypocrite, I'm going to fucking call you a hypocrite. And Paul Ryan, if you dare call yourself a Christian and promote the idea of taking away Medicare and Medicaid while supporting adventurism, war, death, and murder, you are the biggest fucking piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. And that goes for every other one of these fuckers who would identify themselves as a Christian. You are the ones who have the least fucking excuse. But that doesn't excuse anybody else either. Because there are moral arguments, there are arguments from intelligence. How about intelligence, motherfuckers? History has shown that deficit reduction programs don't fucking work, and revenues decline, and the next year is worse, and the next year is fucking worse, until you start spending fucking money again. And then there's just the plain moral issue of how can you let fucking people die, because that's what it's going to lead to. Use the fucking brain God gave you. And quit trying to grasp the policies of failure. And realize there are better fucking solutions. And drop your fucking hero worship forever you have it for. That fucking economist. Or some asshole who supposedly has some plan for something. Thank you. Good night.